My name is Charlene Reamer.
She's an iron horse, gonna lead the way.
I was born and raised in Hazelton. I'm 46. My Gitxsan name is Mash, which means red. And I belong to the House of Gwynenit. My mother is Yvonne Latai, and my mom is Simgiget Gwynenit, and what she's doing right now is trying to prepare for the future and doing a lot of grooming for all of us children, like us older children, so that we don't lose our culture, our tradition, our stories, which has always been really important to my family. Like ever since I was a little girl, my great granny used to always tell us that we had to pay attention at the feast hall. The vision for my house has been the same as my mom since I can remember. And it's the same that my grandmother had, was to plan for 7 generations and to keep our territory as pristine and intact as we can. I'm home visiting. I've been away from Hazelton for the last 8 years and hope to return next summer. I moved away for employment was the main reason that I left. But we come home. We come home at least once a year. Come home to do fish. We do fish for our siblings that can't be here to do it. So doing fish is a lot of hard work, but you have a lot of laughs too, right? So that's the fun part is you go out to Kitwanga to get fish from my uncles or my cousins or my uncles here in Hazelton. Because it's so much work, we try to do it all at once. Like when we can salmon, we do it in big barrels. And we do salmon for all of my siblings, plus my stepbrothers and sisters as well. So it's a lot of work, and it's fun. And then you make a big pot of hagglesum, and everybody's baking fish heads and jarring fish, and then you sit up at nighttime and you gotta watch the fire, because sometimes you do it on a fire besides a propane. So if we have a lot of fish going, we have 3 propane burners going full of fish, and then we'll have a fire pit going, and somebody's got to put wood on it and keep the water topped up. And same with the smokehouse is kind of rotated as well, so we've got to keep the fire burning, and you got to make sure there's no flames. So it's a whole process. So a couple of us sisters or my stepsisters will sit outside and we'll watch fire, check the smokehouse, and it just makes hard work fun. When I was growing up, we spent a lot of time out on the land, like berry picking, doing a lot of hunting and gathering. That was huge, right? Huge thing is about respect. When you're gathering medicine, you have to be able to perform the ceremony to give thanks to the Creator for what you're taking and to make an offering back. Otherwise, your medicine isn't going to work, right? So that part is important for me to teach to my children so that my grandchildren will know how to do it right. I went to high school and I went to college, did my forestry tech diploma. Interesting, but still waiting to come home because I've got so much to learn from my mom still. Big challenge for me was leaving here. That was really hard. Leaving here for work and then having to try to figure out how to come back, right? So finally for me, I finally came to terms with that. I'm coming home with or without a job. So for me, people always tell me, why do you want to move back? There's nothing there. And I tell them, I beg to differ, my family is there. And that's what's important to me. It's not about the money or whatever, it's family. People say Hazelton has nothing to offer, and I think different. The people in Hazelton, I find, are like the Native people and the non-Native people are so giving and caring. Everybody cares. The best advice that I would give to the young women living here is to learn as much as they can whether it's from their aunts or their uncles or their mother, their father, and to show respect for themselves and for their elders. That's the root of our, well, I guess it would be like the essence of being Gitsan is respect for yourself and for other people, right? Whether it's your aunt or your uncle or your grandmothers or anybody. So I think all of that stuff is really important for all these young girls who are going to be having children and bringing them into our culture, is that they know who they are and where they're coming from. Take pride in being Gitsan and to teach their children to be proud and to walk and stand tall.